Okay, so the new guild boss just released on global, and you can see them actually in the Japanese version, but it's because we've had this boss for like a few weeks or so, and this boss was, when it first dropped, we're like, oh, this is much easier, but then we realized if you actually want to get like the high scores, it's much worse. But for 99% of players, this boss is so much easier than the previous one. It's actually insane. Yeah, the first time we got this boss, we got like I think I got a score of like 5,000 points with like no attempt at all. But after we dug deeper, we realized that if you want to get the high scores, like top 100 and stuff like that, top 100, like my guild was trying to get top 16 to join the guild wars thingy, and we like it's terrible, it's really bad. But for regular just score for the penance and stuff, this guild boss is great. So I'm just for showing, the JP team is actually this one. This is a team we've been using, but because you don't have Derriere, I will change this. Honestly, by completing it just once and having high HP, because the you know, of course, the points, a lot of these points measure also your stats and stuff. If you have a lot of CP and HP, you will get a higher score. And this is why we have this team right here with Twigo. He increases the HP of all the team, and that will give a higher score. Now, just like the previous one, doing a lot of damage will give you a lot of points. That's how I got, you know, almost 4,000 points right here in Extreme. I just got a very big Derriere nuke. But this boss is a pain in the ass to get, like, a lot of damage, because Jericho, right, which has type advantage over him, so she would be the best one, will not do nearly as much damage because you can't freeze him. And, you know, Derriere is on global, so you don't care about her, but she also got a little cucked because he removes her buffs, so we need to work around using attack sealing and stuff. You can attack seal him, but you cannot freeze him. And freezing just completely nullifies, you know, Jericho's damage for high scores. So, with the team that I'm going to be showing right now will be enough for, you know, getting the points, right? The amount of points that you need for the anvils and stuff. But I think that will require a lot of playing, just like it was when it initially came out for JP, of global players trying again to come up with the best possible team to get the highest possible score. If you're looking for that, I might follow up with a video with, you know, the knowledge acquired from people playing over and over again with the units that are currently on global. But for now, all, you know, we can know right now is, you know, well, how can I get the rewards? So let me pause the recording real quick for a second and change my team. Now, this strategy I like to call the kill as fast as possible. Now, for this, you could actually change Escanor, if you don't have him, for Jericho, and either change a Leone or King for Gilthunder, and that would be another one. Now, of course, I'm not using any war gear because it's on global. You can see by the stats being a little lower than usual. Like, the symbol is UR gear, but it's not activated. Let me show, if you don't know how UR gear works. This is how UR gear looks like when it's activated. But that is UR gear for Escanor. This is UR gear for actually Starosta, so it's just regular Sassar gear. I don't have R sets, or else I would use that. But yeah, it's just this is the kill as fast as possible strategy, and it does give points. Like I said, just to get to the amount of points that you need. That's all, you know. That's all you need. Just need to kill him as fast as possible. There's no need for a nuke. Now, I don't know. I genuinely do not know how global players are gonna do so much damage to him, like to get like the high scores, because all we do on JP is rely on Derriere, and that's not on global, of course. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm assuming Seaton is gonna have a video on it in a few, you know, days or so of super high damage strategy, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. So just for now, let me just use all the cards I have. Of course, go for, you need him for like everything. Escanor, I mean, I would prefer to go for an Escanor ultimate because, like I said, it does, that was one turn, and I got 900 points. Like I said, it's just the kill as fast as possible strategy. That was on normal, of course, got 900 points. I'm gonna go back because it was too fast. Going for an ultimate is actually not so bad. But yeah, like I saw, it's just, he's really weak to the green types. The green units are very strong, and that's the reason why this boss is... It's different. That's why we use actually red units, because then we don't kill him as fast as like we can. We just temper him down a little bit. Like you saw, killing him in one turn, I got 900 points. And because my stats are so high, I could have used HP food and I probably would have got more points. But maybe I would have not killed him in one turn. I don't know. This time I might be able to go for an ultimate or something. I mean, I'm still gonna go for well, actually, even better. Let me rank up Ascanor, take off his buffs, attack, and attack again. Take off his all his buffs. Okay, it doesn't work on him. I guess taking off buffs, I did not know this. I mean, I never tried. Taking off buffs does not work on him. I never tried to do it, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that right there that he did removes buffs, and that's a counter to Derriere. Like when I say that this boss was 100% made just to counter Derriere and Jericho, I'm not lying. They made this boss just to counter those two units because Derriere, all her damage, and I mean all her damage, is based on buffs, and Jericho, all her damage is based on the freeze. So they literally made this boss just to counter those two units. He can't be frozen and he removes buffs. That's what they did, pretty much. But of course, if you attack seal him, or in case of extreme, if you seal his debuff cards, he can't do that. So that's what we do. We bring Slater with Derriere. Alright, 200k. You need to do batches of 500k. So the initial 500k you do will give you some points, but not that many. And per each 500k, it will give you extra points. So let's say, I think for the damage that I did on Extreme, I'll do Extreme as well. For the damage, is Extreme on Global? I don't know. It's good for in advance. He has 2 health bars. The damage I did on Extreme to get this much points, I think it was like 3 million or something with Derriere. That was a pretty good run. Most runs, you just get absolutely cucked by RNG and you just have to reset. If you catch any of my streams and you can like watch me doing Guild Boss, you see how infuriating doing this because with the current GP strategy, because I go for high points, right? My guild goes for top 100, and every time it's just bad RNG. Then you reset and then waste other food. It doesn't take stamina, so it's not so bad, right? Now that I know that he removes it, I'm not going to attack him with the level 2 Cruel Sun. Let me hope for Ascanor cards. I'm just gonna go for get of course an Ascanor ultimate. Oh yeah, and the reason why I didn't bring Gil Thunder, of course, is because Ascanor cannot be buffed as an ultimate, and you can bring either Gil Thunder or Green what's his name, Helbram for this, and it will work fine with Jericho. Green Helbram is really good. Alright, let me get Leonie's ultimate. Unironically, a really good ultimate. Attack seal him. He can be attack seal, like I said. That's why we bring the red DN on GP. But I see no point in doing that on global. There's no point. There's no need for countering his buff removal. Alright, let me do this. And then let me do this. This. And this. So this will give me Ascanor's ultimate. Might even kill his health bar, maybe? Oh yeah, definitely kills his health bar. Ikimasu. That's done for this health bar. Yeah, I probably will be, you know, ending up with a total of like over 5,000 points from this. I mean, of course, I'm not counting the points I already had, right? So let me break his shield first before I ult. Because, does it take off the defense? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Break that. Then Ascanor. Boop! And he's dead. Of course, comboed with Merlin for extra damage. And that gave me 2,500 points. So at the end, like, I got 2,500, 1.3k from hard or something, and then 900 from normal. You got a lot of points. So, like I said, you do get the rewards fairly easy. It's just that if you want to go for the big boy points, it's you see my guildmates right here, 7.8k. Like on the week that we were trying to go for top 16, I think the highest one was like almost 9k points. So it can go very hard, very high, right? You see right here that, you know, these points are very easy to get. So you can imagine how much easier it is to get higher and higher and higher points than it was with the previous one. So, the score the extreme is very high. I think I can do like 1.7k on normal, and like almost the same thing on hard as well. So getting high points for like the super whaled guilds, it's much more difficult with this one. But it's a good change. When initially, you know, I was infuriated by how much more complicated it is. I was like, oh, global players are gonna have a blast with this one. This one's much harder. But then I realized, oh, actually, it's not that much harder. It's only harder because we make it more difficult. This will give me, oh, it won't give me Escalators Ultimate. Unlucky, I thought it would. I thought it would give me Escalators Ultimate if I move his card like this. Twice? It will give me next turn. It's fine. It will give me next turn. Ikimos. I'm one orb short. And I'll get his ultimate and see if I get more points by doing damage. I might do more points for doing damage. I don't know. I also don't know because you lose points for losing health. The more health you have at the end of the match, that gives more points, right? That's why. I said about the whole having more HP, and that's why we bring Twigo on JP with all the full red team, because at the end of the... I didn't move Asco's Cruel Stab, I'm so stupid. Ha, pretend never happened, never happened. I didn't just not move Asco's Cruel Stab and not get the ultimate. That never happened. Actually, I don't know if I'm actually gonna get more points, to be fair. I don't think I will, but that's I. We just boop, boop. Like, taking extra turns also takes off points, of course, just like the previous guild boss. Cruel Sun. Boop. And 1,000. Yeah, it was a little bit more, but at the end of the day, just for getting the points for the rewards, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, this guild boss is much easier, quote unquote, for you know, 99.9% of players. But the 0.1, like me, unlucky, dude. Good luck. You're gonna love this. I mean, might not be as bad on global because our strategy that we do is honestly so bad, and it's the only strategy we have, which is using this team right here. It's the only strategy we have, and it's so bad. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and good luck.